Hi, everyone. This is Jen Grisanti. Thank you so much for joining me for this video on what's next with story therapy. Do you ever wonder why certain stories stay with you well after you finish watching them? Well, this is everything that drives me to do what I do with guiding writers. How do you write story at a level that stays with the audience, that makes them feel? This is everything when it comes to getting to an outcome, understanding how to write in a way that makes us feel. Recently, I'm very excited to say that recently I hit a major milestone with my company. I heard from a writer who sold 2 pilots. This is a writer that I started working with when I first started my company in 2008. And this writer sold 2 pilots, making him pilot number 100. Sold by writers that I've worked with since I opened my company in January of 2008. So I'm beyond thrilled for this writer, and I am beyond thrilled that now 100 pilots have been sold from the writers that I have worked with. Another thing that recently finished is my story therapy event. And with my story therapy event that had a live component of meeting once a week for 6 weeks, I had well over 100 writers from all over the world. And during the 6 weeks, my level 3 all wrote TV pilots. And so many of the participants of this event also completed their pilot in 6 weeks. The reason that an event like this is able to get people to an outcome is the accountability factor and the weekly feedback and the community. So after this event completed, so many of you asked me, what's next? What can I do? How do I keep this momentum going? So I developed 2 things that can help you to keep the momentum going. And now these things are also, if you didn't take this event, if you weren't able to take this event, then these 2 things will also benefit you. The first thing is my new story therapy subscription. And this subscription is all 6 of my digital products in one place. So you will get the benefit of 6 different angles of story where I am looking at all different shows to help get you to the outcome. So I know so many writers have contacted me, elated that I have this available now, telling me they're planning intensives where they're going to get it for 3 months and they're going to go through it all. There are so many different ways that you can utilize this subscription, but the thing about it is that you'll get breakdowns for well over 25 shows that are top shows, where you will be able to see why these shows work at such a high level. And these shows are the type of shows that stay with us well after we finish watching them. So I am excited for this. I am also starting a new quarterly free show for YouTube Live called Story Insight. And with this, I plan to give you 3 insights from the current shows that I am watching. I'm going to do this quarterly. I'm also going to have a Q&A for you so that I can get some insight of the problems you're facing with your writing. So both of these are a way to either start the momentum of taking a deeper dive into looking at story, or to continue the momentum as a way to get you to the outcome of the sale. So if you're wondering who are the type of writers that I work with? I work with writers at every level. I work with new writers. I work with mid-level writers. I work with high-level writers. I work with writers who have a seed of an idea and want to go through my 5 coaching consults as a way to go from the seed to the outline to 3 drafts of the script. I have writers who sell a pitch and now they have to write a pilot. So we work together on writing that pilot. I have writers who sell a pilot and now they have to deliver it and are under this enormous stress of how to get it to the best place possible. And these are some examples of the type of writers. And when people contact me, it's every part of the process. I have been working for over 25 years in the entertainment business, 12 years as a studio executive, where I covered over 15 primetime shows, and 13 years as a writing instructor for Writers on the Verge at NBC. So story is something that I continuously study. Story is something that I am mesmerized by, and I am mesmerized by the idea of finding tools that will help the writer understand how to write a script at a level that can get them to a sale. So if you're wondering about the answer to the question of why do certain shows stay with us well after we finish watching them? Well, I believe that they stay with us because of the flawed and complex characters that are facing certain universal life themes on the way to the dream that we all identify with. We want to see ourselves in what we watch, and we want to believe that we can make the dream happen. Thank you so much for joining me. If you want to take a deeper dive into story and your understanding of story, I'd love for you to go to my website at jengrisanti.com. Thank you. I look forward to working with you in the future.